Alright guys, we are back. Game 2 of Reason taking on TangZangPang in the round of 8. I think, put the round of 16 in the previous graphic, but that's fine. I've switched it this time. It now says round of 8. And it doesn't matter all that much because you probably don't care. Or at least I hope you don't care. That's really not a great thing to care about. Well, Reason sort of taking their Game 1 victory that it just kind of felt was like, here you go, you win. Okay, thanks for that. I don't know. Not the greatest of games, but anyway, Game 2 perhaps going to offer a little bit more excitement, a little bit more intrigue. Right off the bat, we have the Ophelia and Parasite bands. Catlaming going to take out Cthulhuphant, and I would assume Swiftblade, which will leave Scout open. Oh boy.
Will there be a Scout? Or will there be a Swiftblade, is the question.
Who knows?
Will it be a first pick Scout if there's a Scout?
I kinda hope not.
I mean, you could pick Scout over Kraken and Magnus, right?
Sure.
So
I was gonna ban
the Scout ban. And instant pick Swift? Oh.
Who's
feels
surprised?
so good, man.
Who's surprised? I'm not surprised.
The Skill Blade is here, again. You have to pick Kraken, come on. There's...
You can pick Magnus.
No, you have to pick Kraken. Like, you already gave away Swiftblade. At least you have to get Kraken. He's good against Swiftblade to some extent.
Magnus is pretty good against Swiftblade too, if you can get the stun off before he can spin.
Magnus is okay enough against Swiftblade, but it's nothing like a Kraken. Like, if you drop the ulti on Swiftblade, like, the Swiftblade is either forced to ulti himself.
Right.
Or he just gets stunned in spin.
Right.
Like, that's two options for Swiftblade.
I really don't get why they're banning the Scout.
Tempest.
Like...
Shark attack?
That's not bad.
Is it gonna be the Shark Tempest, though?
I think it's the Blood Hunter.
Sharknado, etc.?
It's the Blood Hunter. Shark Blood Hunter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's a Tempest in the game now, so it could be the Shark Hunter Poseidon.
But he said that after or before the Tempest was picked, and the Tempest isn't on his team, so.
Yeah, but he's also in the future. It's like I was last game.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Is that a common thing
I mean,
for heroes?
TPS has insane knowledge of this game. Just saying.
You'd think he'd be really, really, really good at HoN if he's in the future.
I mean, he's already pretty good. Let's be honest.
No, he's a pretty good player, but I think he would be easy #1 player overall if he's in the future.
Maybe he wants to keep the secret, you know.
Yeah, like Nicolas
It'd be
Cage.
too obvious. Yeah.
He's looking for the woman he loves or something. I don't know. You ever seen Next? It was a solid movie.
They have Magnus and Junior again, so maybe their dual support roaming combo again.
Damn it, Root! Stop talking about the game.
Sorry,
know.
I know you were distracted by a cat. I was trying to bring it back.
I am distracted by my cat. It's very interested in not. My cat does not care about the game. She is extremely uninterested in the game. Well, so we played Magnus NG, so that's a strong lineup. Tempest Kraken Empath is actually pretty strong as well. I'm not sure if it's quite as strong, but Tempest Kraken, tried and true combo. Empath, a bit early to pick that support, I think, but
They have something against Swiftblade, at least in lane now.
that's true.
It's kind of weird to see a Hag ban by Reason. I mean, it's not like Hag wouldn't fit. TangZangPang's lineup, but it's not really like an empath carry per se. So that would mean they would also get like another carry on TangZangPang that could also go suicide as well. That was a better empath jump in hero, maybe. Who knows?
Seems like Hag would be kind of greedy too. I mean, if you pick a Hag, you gotta pick something else that's not going to require a lot of farm, because I don't think you can spread farm between Hag, Kraken, Tempest, and a 4th core. It's just not.
But that's because people always think Hag needs like Grimoire and like all these stupid items. Like you just need to get like 5 items on Hag.
She
you don't need the Grimoire.
something. She doesn't need.
She needs something, but people that go Grimoire also need another 20 minutes to get another 2 items before they're relevant again in the game. which in my opinion is the wrong way to play that hero, and a Legionnaire pick, so there's not going to be a Magnus support.
Yeah.
Warbeast is a okay empath hero. That's a fine pick.
Yeah, I hope it's Suicide. We've seen Count Crapula short lane the Warbeast before, and I'm not really a fan
And
of that.
Doctor is a good pick against Warbeast. It's really
Yeah.
easy to catch Warbeast split pushing with him.
Their team in general,
And it's
actually, I
really
feel like
hard.
is pretty solid. I mean, Magnus is going to be difficult for Warbeast to catch and kill him. Swiftblade can ulti on top of him, which is going to get eaten by the wolves a little bit, I guess, but it'll at least lower the duration of his ultimate. I think he can kill wolves with spin, for that matter.
I would still say the Warbeast was a good pick when they picked it, but now after they picked the Doctor, it's a kind of bad
Yeah.
pick. They used their bans on Puppet Master, Flux, and Revenant. Okay, I'm not sure about that.
Alright, I like the bubbles.
Bubbles is good with what they have, yes, as
Yeah.
well. This might mean though it's a short lane Warbeast,
It's going to be a short lane Warbeast.
which you don't like.
Yeah, I don't.
And
I've seen
it will also be pretty bad this game, yes.
they've done it before, and it actually worked pretty well, but I think it worked well despite them doing it. I don't feel like Warbeast is a great short lane hero. I don't know.
He doesn't really offer anything. I mean, if he goes Battle Cry, which is why he offers something on the Suicide lane,
Right.
other than getting lane control, it's kind of viable. We wanted to try and do it ourselves, but it was more so using the wolves for other stuff than just sitting on lane farming.
Right.
But we realized that the hero just it doesn't work that way. Like you can't be so greedy with that hero because it comes into the game way too late.
Are they Kong?
It might be. I mean, they have the wolves for Tempest minions.
I feel like
Or
they're
can
Konging.
Can they even do that? I think they can. Can't
Yeah, they're
remember
calling.
if you need level 3 on Tempest to do that. I guess they
Yeah, you do, I think. Deny it.
do. To deny it, yeah.
It's technically your own creep.
I think they forgot.
Very possible.
I
This
think they
isn't
were
gonna
like,
work.
They don't have way enough, or they bought a lot of health potions, actually, so maybe it will work.
I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't think I have enough damage.
And they're backing off because they got
Yeah.
spotted. That's
It's
why.
done.
But it would have worked. It would have been a super late kill, though.
Yeah, it would have been really, really late.
It would have been a super bad timing for them. Are they gonna?
And
Okay, he's gonna pull bottom. That's good. At
He's
least
used a bunch
they
of
get that
regen.
off now. At least they get the pull off bottom.
yeah,
But there are
they've
they
wasted 2 or
only-
3 health pots.
yeah it was 2 health potions I think. I think that was what they ended up using.
Right. And
So
they really went
overall,
heavy regen.
they didn't lose too much. What is bad for them is that there's no Warbeast on lane right now. I guess that doesn't matter since he's pulling. So once again, okay scenario again.
Yeah. And they're gonna suicide him, so
Short lane bubbles against Swiftblade. Well, we'll see.
mid Kraken empath. I am a fan of about none of this. I don't like the dual lane mid Kraken. I don't like short lane bubbles in general. I like Suicide Warbeast, but I don't know if Count Crapula can do this. He's really been a carry player for pretty much his entire career that I've known. I mean, maybe he is completely capable of doing it, but I don't think I've ever seen him run a Suicide Warbeast before, so
Oh,
I'm
is
worried.
it DC? Yeah,
Yeah.
there's DC. Can we remake? What a silly question.
YOLO train. What a silly guy.
Phil Kongor and yeah. Let's remake, guys. It's all good. 70 ping.
Sorry, I was responding to Twitch chat. Karendorf was trying to get my attention. Because he's selfish. He's a carry player for Solar Club, in case you have no idea who that is. It's very possible. Nobody knows who Solar Club is. They're a bunch of bads. It's fine. JK Levy Kendor. Anyway, as this game is going on, yeah, so this Battlecry build looks like what's happening. Warbeast has it.
I think that's the only viable suicide
That's
build anyway.
not a huge surprise because he is the Suicide Warbeast. Top lane, Bubbles versus Swiftblade. Swiftblade should crush this.
Magnus made a big mistake mid, I think. Oh, never mind, he's not going to be...
Fine.
But Kraken was manning down all the time, even though he missed stun on Magnus and he got a big wall up.
And Bubbles is dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, well, I mean, that can happen, but it can also happen the other way, and... Yeah, now it happened this way.
Bait.
I
Okay.
don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's Yellow Train being Yellow Train. He's kind of like that. Well, they will jump on top of the Kraken, so this bait this. Legion are going to call him, and he actually will. They finally will get the call off, and that should be one kill. We'll see if they can get this on the Empath, too. It doesn't look like it. They're not really interested in diving a tower, so 2-0 hero kill advantage from Reason early on. And
Actually, the Conqueror might have made a bigger impact than not, because the Kraken doesn't have a hatchet. So.
Yeah, I was actually making a mental note of that myself.
But apparently it doesn't matter because he's in the same CS.
Yeah.
As Magnus.
I think with the splash, it's not that big a deal. That's the only reason I didn't bring it up. Is because. Yeah, it's not gonna help.
But imagine how good he would be doing if he had a hatchet as well.
Right. But in general, Kraken should be able to see us. Okay, between splash and the battle cry. He's going to be more or less where he would have been anyway with Hatchet. I feel like.
Wait, why did Bubbles take cover against the Swiftblade?
Yes.
Okay, Catalamine. You go a defensive build and you die against the Swiftblade. Okay.
This is really problematic. I mean, like, I don't know why they thought this lane was going to go a lot better than it is. Maybe they thought Swiftblade would be bottom, but where would they have put Imbible? Like, they put Zane, who was their suicide player, on the Swiftblade. They should have expected Swiftblade to go short to the long lane, and like Bubbles can't do anything against the Swiftblade. He'll just spin. And it's just, yeah, okay. You've got magic damage. I've got this thing that doesn't make that matter.
They also didn't block any Legionnaire camps. Wow.
Yeah.
They were not prepared at all.
Feels like it. But, I mean, I think what they had was pretty much everything relying on level 1 Kongor.
I guess, and...
Because if they'd done that, this would have been a really different game. They'd have level 2 and a bunch of heroes, so Bubbles could take easier control of top lane, they could box Swiftblade out more effectively, middle lane would have been fine because they have level 2 Kraken and level 2 Empath, and level 2 Empath is much more powerful than level 1 Empath because she has Wall and Link. But... I don't know. This,
It feels like they're not prepared, though, right now. And, like, weighing your whole strategy on level 1 Kongor is not a good idea.
Not great.
It's really easy to stop it. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that my team would have checked Kongor level 1 this game. But,
Yeah.
I mean, Reason were smart enough to do it. And because they won the first game, it's like, you should always be prepared to do, like, check it second game, especially when the enemy is Hellborn. Because it's a really good way of like getting your head back into the game. Of like getting that level 1 Kongor, because then you feel like, yes, we already won this game. So we already tied it up.
And, I mean, even if they got a level 1 Kong, it might have been so late it didn't matter. Like, they do not have a great Kong team, so even if they kill that Kong, if they're 15 seconds late to the lane, pretty much all their golden experience advantage is gone, because people are going to be happy
Well,
with
the
level
first
2.
big wave is going to be gone.
Right,
Yes.
at least. And so for the top lane, for example, Bubbles might not get there until the second creep wave is gone, if they don't kill it till 10 or 15 seconds after the horn. Oh.
Well, didn't matter, they didn't do it.
Yeah. So Bubbles has Kelp Field, but not going to rotate quite yet, instead choosing to stick around to this top lane. Swiftblade is not really getting that aggressive. He's got Swift Slashes, so I'd like to see him be a little bit more jumpy, either on this Bubbles or roaming into the jungle to get the Tempest. Oh, them have really strong level 6 ultimates. It'd be nice to see them make use of them. To be fair, bottom lane actually, Invoice not really having the greatest farm. 314 GPM up against Counter Crapple at 220 gold per minute, and Orbeez has done a really good job of maintaining lane control pretty much consistently since that initial pull.
Once he gets the flush pull off, then he has lane control because nobody is going to pull the lane back for Doctor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as long as he doesn't like let it jump into the tower or something like that, you gotta be a little bit careful about it. Magnus apparently used an eruption. Oh, on the Ancients, that's why.
Ancients, yeah. They've been doing this quite a bit in scrims as well, using their Ancients a lot.
I like this. I like the early eruption from Magnus. A lot of the time, yeah, it might get you 1 hero kill, but this can get you like 400 gold, so more than that even. And he's gonna be relatively close to a PK now. Only about 8 minutes into the game.
He's gonna get a kill here.
Keep trying to get over there, but Mouse doesn't want to do anything. Yep.
Easy spin and ulti after. And it's a kill. Kraken also used ulti, so he's not scary for like 100 seconds now as well. Well.
And he's only level 6, so not that scary anyway. 220 gold per minute, and he needs Portal Key pretty desperately. I don't know. This game is feeling kind of like the last one.
It's feeling like the end of the last one.
Yeah.
A bit.
Game 1, Part 2. More or less.
Yeah.
Well, top lane, Bubbles could be in some trouble. We're gonna see a jump, Lego. Yeah, he's totally screwed now. Gonna hit the taunt, and he's gonna charge. Tries to get the decapitate, actually, but he's silenced. And he gets Kelfield out as well. He might live.
What?
Oops.
Misplay.
Yeah, well.
I mean, first off, it was a huge misplay by the Bubbles. Like, he has no chance of getting that triple kill. And this Legionnaire is not giving up. Oh, he gave up. Right at the end. But, like, he shelters in behind the Swiftblade with no chance of killing the Swiftblade. But then, yeah. Well. No deaths.
I'm very surprised. I mean, that silence came out at just basically the exact right time, otherwise the decapitate would have finished him off. And obviously not having Swift Slashes meant that wasn't going to be an option either. Now, I mean, to be fair, they did force the Kelpfield, and they also forced Bubbles back to base, so that's going to help Zane continue his farm. But he sort of let Bubbles get back into this lane. Bubbles just over 300 gold per minute, and Zane only slightly ahead of him. Deny? Yeah, deny. And now Bubbles could be in some trouble. Gonna silence out, but there goes the charge and the taunt. Tempest thing on Mirror. He has a Tempest ultimate. No, actually, it's already been used. Shell Surf away. He will be alright. Glacial Blast gonna slow down Legionnaire, and looks like Swiftblade not gonna pursue. Has his ult back. It's just now coming online. And
what did he use ulti on Tempest?
I don't know. I missed. I assumed he had it. But apparently he does not.
I just assumed he had it as well because I didn't see it. Oh.
Right. Anyway, release Kraken on to 2. Swift Slash is going to get Swiftblade out of it, though. We'll see if they can actually get any kills out of this. Swiftblade spin away. Here comes Magnus. He's looking for something. 2-man Lava Surge. Really dead. Bubbles. Now Tempest going to be in a lot of trouble. He's quite quick, though. As
Goes for just Tempest.
Yeah. That was an interesting wall.
Oh,
Magnus. Yeah,
no,
charges there.
Oh.
Essence Link didn't hit him. And lose on the Magnus. Yeah. Ah, well.
Massacre.
He managed to pick up 2 hero kills in the end. Lego now going to try to run away. Kraken unable to chase.
The Legion had destroyed
anyway,
a Hellborn
meantime,
tower.
Dr. Bolster managed to kill this bottom tower because where the hell is Warbeast back in base?
He's not needed on the map, so he just sits bottom.
And
And
I don't know what
this
the
is not
plan
gonna
is.
kill you.
That's a
he's
bad
always
plan.
Action. Oh.
Well, it actually jumps over the wall, not bad.
Wow.
Warbeast ulti not going to do much.
Oh, Legion ended. Oh, almost. So exciting. Man versus creeps.
And no, that's it. Chat disagrees. Misplay, epic play by Bubbles. Anyway, bottom lane, there goes Magnus right on Warbeast's face. And this might actually not be a kill. Warbeast's a little bit too tanky to do, or for Magnus to be able to get this kill. And he's going to continue to pursue. Yeah, he's got a lot of surge back up in a second. Wall, though, and the on the kelp field, not going to be enough. They will still kill the Warbeast. Magnus now going to be in some trouble as he's trying to get out of this. Silence there is going to be able to help finish him off. So Bray will fall, but not that big a deal. He's trying to shut down the carry in the opposing team. And
He tried to drop the PK right there at the end. So no avail.
That would have been bad if he
work.
didn't pick it back up.
Well, he dropped it down for like a second and then picked it up instantly again. Like that's not how it works. That trick. Sorry.
Anyway, they're gonna jump on Kraken as they got the opposite charges and the dunk. So yellow train, sad days.
PK lead yours up.
Yep. Invis Tempest be sitting right on top of a ward, and actually he's Shearfield's gonna miss. How did it take them that long to realize Tempest was there? Like he ran into the ward and he stood there for like 2 seconds, and then nobody did anything. Yeah, sure, priceless. Who's sending me IMs? Why is he doing that?
Flame you? I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's it. He said. Yeah.
Anyway, Tempest ult in the background will be able to catch the Doctor Repulsor, and is he gonna die? Looks like, yeah, he's screwed. Blade meanwhile gonna try to get a kill on Bubbles. That's not gonna happen. Now, Fusen, I will invite you to the call if you ask, but then you actually have to pick it up. You can't.
Oh my god. You actually invited him now? Okay. It's fine. It's a bit late for him to join.
I don't think it's really gonna matter all that much. He's gonna say nothing. Sit in here and do nothing. Try to cast off the stream, it'll be terrible. And it only, I can add him, but if he doesn't actually pick up the call, it's not very effective. Anyway, so playing to try to chase some Bubbles, that's not gonna go through.
And Tempest is just like AFK farming a stack next to him. Oh. The Magnus illusion? Oh my god. The scare factor is real. It's quite funny. Boxy talked about today how much you could get away with if you acted like you were like an illusion.
Yeah.
like the places you could get to on the map if you just acted like you were an illusion.
Yeah.
It would be insane.
Just walk past them. Don't even.
Yeah, just walk like through the jungle, like straight line towards their second tower. Like, don't flinch.
Damn it, Fusen. Damn it. Is it not now?
I don't
It's
know.
not. I think I might have hit the. Sorry. I might have hit the wrong button while I was searching for the correct one on my keyboard in the dark. I might have hit the mute button. It's
I'm
fine.
just saying.
It's not muted now. It's fine.
No
So,
sound,
Susan,
yeah.
we were discussing how you don't love me anymore and how sad I am about that.
I just watched the movie. Do you know the Dark City?
Yes, actually, I've seen
It
that.
was supposed to be a really good movie, and it
Yeah,
was
it's
really
not,
weird.
It's not great. It's me.
I
The
don't know.
guy that made it did something recently, and it was supposed to be really good, and I think I liked it a lot. But so I was like, oh, I wonder what else he's done, and yeah, it wasn't great.
So
It's
are
just
you
like,
casting?
oh, it's aliens. Yeah, I'm cat. What?
Aren't you on the stream?
I'm watching the stream. Nice. Looks like Reason is winning.
He did.
The second.
Okay, so the guy that did Dark City did Knowing, iRobot. Why did I think he was good?
He did iRobot?
Yeah. So that's why he got to do those famous movies, was because he did Dark City, which was supposed to be really good, and it was like, eh.
Nice HoN cast. Confirm.
I'm done, man. I've been doing shit now for like 8.5 or 9 hours. I'm pretty done.
But you are in the US, so it's like
It's 5:30, but
What is
I'm
it?
not used to being up
See?
at 9 o'clock in the morning.
see, me and Ruto see, we don't sleep.
Yeah, it's fine.
Confirm.
What do you have to say about this game? Thoughts? What a
Just
cat.
looking at Catloman is owning.
No, he's not.
It's
One
me,
guy.
Super.
Morbius gets dunked in the bottom lane.
Wait, this is second game, right?
This is the second game.
Yes, it is.
1-0 to Reason.
Yep.
I can read.
Yeah.
Reason plays Swift Blade Suicide.
Yeah, worked pretty well.
Not, that's not what they do every time.
They rarely do
I mean,
that.
they can definitely play it, but they usually don't do it.
I mean, it was Swiftblade Suicide against the Bubbles, so you can imagine how that went. Oh, stuff's happening in the top lane. Bray's dead. Bottom lane. Catloman's dead again. He's got 4 deaths. So,
I will
Is it-
say, we haven't seen Tempest Kraken combo.
that's true. And also, chat says that Tempest build, which is a good point, because he's making an icon.
Destroyed a Hellborn tower.
No.
Ah.
He's making staff.
With
No,
with a brain?
I don't think he's making staff. He's also bought a Beast Heart, so I'm gonna go
Did he
ahead
buy a
and
piece?
he
This
buy a
is
Beast Heart.
He's the hero.
Spellsunder,
Going out of the
staff.
box, man. Going out of the box. He's a hero.
Icon
on
was-
Kraken.
Give up already.
Good can confirm. I wanted to build.
No, Eruption on Mitsu. Looks like they break base. Yeah, Icon just finished by Tempest. And Warbeast barely manages to survive, so Big Tempest? Big Tempest, 5-man Godhole.
But he doesn't
He
have
gets
PK.
10 charges. Who cares?
I mean, if he has 50 50 charges icon here, do they even win the game? Probably not. Let's be honest. They are even conceding.
Well, they probably
after
do.
you pick them.
I think that's a game-winning item right there, is Icon.
No. Knowing G Anal, that's not how he pronounces his name, by the way. But that's how Krake pronounces his name, and Krake was playing with him a long time ago. So, you know, that's how I do it too. But knowing him and TZP, they're kind of trollish, so I don't think he cares.
Yeah.
That much.
Yellow Train. Troll. Anyway. Game 2 done. That's fine. Reason Gaming takes a series 2-0. If you can't tell, we're all super hyped about that.
But this was round 8, right?
Round of 8, yeah.
So that means, wait, that's like the first weekend, right?
That's, yeah, second game of the first day. Second series of the first day.
Because they were playing with Nier, and I think Nier is on vacations.
Yeah. And they've
Oh,
added
sure.
Owned Me. Well,
Yeah.
Root, you have anything else to say about that game or that series?
There was no Kraken Tempest combo.
That's
Disappointing.
Yes.
Didn't use the Warbeast pick. I don't think they could either because the enemy had Doctor. Bubbles lost versus Swiftblade. Questionable plays generally. I would even say it didn't even matter if there was a Legionnaire on Reason's side. I don't know. It was just, yeah, it didn't really feel like there was a game to play
So,
there. It was just like they were
what
waiting
build
for
did-
Reason to win the game.
Yeah.
Basically.
What build did Legionnaire go for?
He went the bottle build.
With Chalice and
That's
then
what it is.
PK or what?
Yeah. Chalice, PK, bottle, into Souls post haste.
He had Strider super early on as well. I was using them long lane for a long while.
Interesting.
Indeed.
What do I have to say about the game?
Yeah. What do you have to say about the game? For
I saw Swiftblade ulting once. That
Mhm.
was really amazing. That's what I saw this game pretty much. Impressive plays by Reason Gaming.
Not bad.
They truly showed that they
They
don't
can press
belong
R.
to the gold division.
They can press R.
Yeah, they can play the skill blade better than TZP who played it in the first game.
That's true.
Oh, they played it in this first game.
Yes, Calamain played the Suicide Swift blade in game 1. It also didn't go
Mini
very well.
Sippe.
I thought for some reason I never actually said Zibe, I don't think, but for some reason I kept looking at it thinking Zibe. I don't know why.
Mini Sippe. New name for
It
Catalan.
made no sense. Sure.
Yeah, and
Well-
Certus Mini Slicks.
Yeah, that's true.
He was. He called him that.
That's fine. Everybody can hate you now. I don't know why, but maybe they will. It's not my fault. You said that. Or maybe you're not kidding. I don't know. Seems possible.
Breaky called him Mini Slicks.
That's
I'm not kidding. I'm just saying.
all right. Well,
I'm not saying it's a bad name.
this should probably stop now because I don't think any of us should be talking to anybody, much less several hundred people at this point. So, yay for Reason. They win. They're going to go to the winners bracket semifinals in Cold Division as they march inexorably back towards Diamond, and TZP falls to losers bracket, which is sad for them, but
At least they're not out of gold.
Yeah.
So.
could be worse, definitely. And they could also all have horrible, incurable diseases. So, really, things are going pretty well for pretty much everybody in this game. But, I'm done. So, series over.